try it again out here on the side of the house before it gets crazy. But guys, the Knesset, Israel's government, is kaput. It is dissolving. So I just wanted to get that out because this is going to be huge. This entire week is going to be huge, 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 huge in news. So I wanted to get this going here. Coalition heads announce plan to dissolve the Knesset next week. Lapid will be the interim prime minister. What's happening is Bennett, Prime Minister Bennett, he's been trying to keep his government and his coalition together. And now it's dissolving. And he has less than a week to get it going so he can protect Judea and Samaria with Israeli forces. Otherwise, the 400,000 plus Jews who live there in the West Bank will then go under a military tribunal. They won't even have protections per se. So that's where it's just going to get nuts. But yeah, the coalition, they're going to dissolve the Knesset in Israel. And what that means is the Prime Minister Bennett is getting ready to go away. And President Lapid, he's going to now take over as well, the prime minister position. But this is really going to get tricky because Biden's planning on meeting with Bennett. And Bennett is so strong for the country in the sense of he wants to protect Israel and its people with its military. You've got Lapid, forgive me if it's wrong, Lapid, whatever his name is. He's mixing there with Netanyahu's party, and they're trying to get that side going. But the Netanyahu party has had so many Arabs join its coalition. So it's a really touch and go thing. I just wanted to get this out because this is big. This week alone, with the Knesset going away, their government, every country is looking for a new leader, and you guys are seeing it as well as I am. That every single country is crumbling from within. My, oh my, oh my, oh my. Let's go to the Times of Israel article. It just came out. The government will submit a bill voluntarily dissolve itself next week, ending Israel's 36th government and calling new elections. Remember, they've just had all these stinking elections because it's a mess. According to a dramatic joint statement issued by Prime Minister Naftali Bennett and Foreign Minister Yair Lapid. Bennett and Lapid, forgive me, I need to really know his actual name, since he's going to be the new, not only president, but prime minister, will address the public at 8 p.m. Israel time. So that will be in less than 1 hour at 1 p.m. Eastern time. They're going to make an announcement on this. Following the Knesset's dissolution, Lapid will become caretaker prime minister until a new government is sworn in. Given legal and holiday constraints, elections are expected at the end of October. Somebody's going to be in place at the end of September. So this is really interesting to me how this is all going down. Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Yeah, this is huge with the Knesset, but so much is going on too with Israel. Hey, good servant, what's going on? Renee Vester, how are you guys doing? Sorry, I couldn't see who was in chat. But yeah, so many things are going on this week. Just yesterday in Cairo, Egypt, the Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, not him yet, but Bahrain, who's part of the Abraham Accords, here we go, met with Egypt as well as, who's the other country? Jordan. Now, the Prince of Saudi Arabia is in Egypt to meet with Jordan, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia is going to present his offer of, we've got the oil. We have the solution to your problems. So that's what's going to be going on. Murphy, hello, Akai too. So that's going on. Then the Saudi Crown Prince is going to Turkey, of all places, on Wednesday of this week. And all these countries are meeting. And of course, you've got the Gulf Coalition with Saudi Arabia. You've got Kuwait. You've got Qatar, whatever you say, Qatar. You've got Bahrain. You've got UAE. You've got Oman. And you've got, I'm missing one right there that's part of that coalition. So you've got this mixture of pro-Israel and pro-Iran countries that are coming together. And it's weird how they're all trying to get like their buddy system going over there in their world, because I think I was telling Renee Vester and some other people lately, the past week or so, even Biden was saying he wants to come to Israel and help them out with their peace plan. And both Israel's side and the Palestinian side said, no way, Joe. No. So that's all going on there. I'll get this going. Israel's just itching at the helm. Iran is upping all of its air defense systems around the Natanz nuclear system. Israel knows it's go time to fulfill the Jeremiah 49:34-39 prophecy of Elam being destroyed, and then becoming a total humanitarian crisis that spreads out to the world. And then we've got the Psalm 83 war that's right on its heels. But it's interesting because you have the wars that are coming in from Jordan, but Jordan is meeting with Saudi Arabia, and they don't have really a peace plan going on right now, which is really interesting. But you've got Yemen on the bottom going into, what is that? The Red Sea, I believe, that goes up to the Suez Canal and whatnot. That area of traffic for the marine traffic is being, they're talking about, yeah, I know, Djibouti or whatever. And there's this island there, and they're wanting to control the flow in and out of the Red Sea going to the Mediterranean. So you've got everything just itching at each other, just going at it. And the big thing that Israel is now meeting with Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia is going to allow Israel for the first time to fly commercial flights anywhere across Saudi Arabia's airspace. And this is huge. They've only allowed a couple currently to like India or something, or just one or two, but they're going to allow it to go all the way across. But in return, Israel there's a UN peacekeeping force, task force there between Egypt and Saudi Arabia, and there's 2 islands, and the task force is on those islands protecting it, because there's a lot of ISIS activity going on in Sinai right now, blowing up oil lines, fuel depots, all that kind of stuff. You've got Iraq supposedly arresting a bunch of ISIS kids even. There's over, what did they say, over 10,000 active ISIS members still in Iraq today, and 60,000 of their family members that are left unattended by basically the world. Hey, 10 TV, how are you doing? Hey, girly. Oh, man, I'm doing my, is it already Monday? Okay, the show must go on. Yeah, they've agreed to disband the Knesset, hurtling the country to its 5th election in 3 years. 5th election in 3 years. This is nuts, and they've got to get this going. So I didn't want to keep everybody going on today, but this is huge with them shutting down the Knesset. And yeah, Lindy, Egypt, they've got that whole thing and that whole coalition with the Psalm 83 war, where after Iran gets hit, I believe they're going to call all their proxies to come, and that's what Israel's been planning on. Their Chariots of Fire, that month-long exercise, was a multi-front war. And they're ready. They're itching. And it was interesting too, because when Gaza the other night sent out the rocket, the RPG into Israel, and the Ashkelon, the alarm sirens went off. The Iron Dome took it out, and there was actually a second one. It looked like it went back down, but it didn't get messed with. That was 24 hours after the 3 gentlemen were killed in Jenin. There in the West Bank, when they went to attack the Israeli military, and the Israeli military fired back and killed 3 of them, and they called them 3 martyrs. And 24 hours later, to the exact time, they fired that lone rocket towards Israel. And Israel went back, and what they did is they didn't hit them with casualties. They took out 3 of their observation points where they've been spying in and looking into Israel. And today, yesterday, they put up the flags and stuff. Hi, sweetheart. Hold on, baby. I'm on the phone. I'll be right back. My friends are coming over, and they the little toad that comes in and in our little garden, and he hops in the ground here, and she's a little 4-year-old, my buddy's neighbor, and his little girl. So I'll go say hi to them. So thanks for watching, guys. I just want to keep this short and just give you a quick update. But the Knesset is failing. It's getting nuts. Yeah, if you guys really want to know what I've been looking at, if you look at the Twitter, the Bubba News, and just go to my like section, you'll see a things that I show, even videos that you guys would see, like there's Arabs killing Arabs now. There's a murder spree in Israel. It's really weird. Like 5 to 7 dead now in the past 24, 36 hours. And it's like families are taking on families. But on the flip side, you've got the Israelis that are throwing rocks in reverse at the Arabs when they drive by. But then you have the Arabs doing the same thing to the Israelis. So it's this back and forth, and it's just ramping up. And yeah, it's go time. But I'm gonna go say hi. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Yes, I can't even see the button. In.